going on, guys? This is HDX, and before we go any further to the topic of this video, and the lesson is, if you want to have fun, if you want to bring some people in, just please bring the people that you know and trust, and don't bring any suspicious people that can get you in trouble, especially that they're trying to do anything just to benefit them. Now, with that being said, let's go to the topic, and guess who is on the headlines of the news today? Chris Breezy, aka Chris Brown. I'm like, damn, man, this dude cannot stay away from any trouble? What the fuck? Chris Brown and the LAPD spent much of Tuesday locked in a surreal standoff at the R&B's performer's Tarzana home over allegations that he threatened a woman with a gun. The woman said Brown pointed the gun at her and she fled in fear, then balked at signing a non-disclosure agreement before escaping the singer's property. For hours, the LAPD officers, watched by many army of reporters, stood outside as Brown refused to let them in. During the impasse, the 27-year-old posted a series of videos on social media in which he rallied against the police and said that he was unfairly demonized. This latest peculiar chapter in LA's annals of celebrity justice ended late in the afternoon when Brown was arrested on suspicion of assault with a deadly weapon. He was released around 11:15 p.m. after posting $250,000 bail, according to the LA County jail records. Wow. I'm like, wow. But at the same time, I'm not surprised because, come on, it's Chris Brown. He just cannot stay away from trouble, couldn't he? He just can't stay away from trouble, couldn't he? Yes, as you can see right here, that's Chris Breezy's mansion right here. Yeah, big house for a big motherfucker right there. The incident began early Tuesday when the LAPD received a 911 call about a woman claiming that she had been threatened by the performer, police said. Officers arrived about 3 a.m. at the estate at the 5000 block of Corbin Avenue. The woman, Baylee Curran, told the Times that Brown pointed the gun at her during a violent rage before she ran outside. Curran said that she and the friend went to Brown's home and with a business associate who was invited by the musician. She wanted to talk to Brown about future projects, he said. Inside the home, a few people were milling about and talking that she recounted. She eventually went to Brown's backyard and to get some fresh air. Her confrontation with the musician erupted soon as she walked back into the house, she said. A man showcasing diamond bracelets, necklaces, and watches inside the home. And Curran said that she was just admiring the jewelry. She admiring the jewelry. Oh, I apologize for that. Remember the lesson that I said earlier in the video, that you do not trust people that you don't know nor trust, and they're gonna bring any bit of fuckery whenever it's guys or girls that want to start up shit? Yeah, keep in mind on that. But we'll continue when we get there, alright? Let's continue on the news topic. She said this, quote, "I don't know if it was Chris's friend or how he was related, but that's when he told me to back away from the diamond necklace and start cussing me out and calling me names." She said, "That's when Chris pulled the gun and told me, 'Get out,' he said. 'I'm sick of you girls. Get the fuck out,'" end quote. Oh my god, like, this is crazy shit right here. But look, I gotta be honest, this is a little bit vague, from both sides here. But again, I am not neither side of the fence in this situation here. Like I said, I'm gonna give you my honest 2 cents by the time that I finish reading the articles and then give you what's going on here. And let's continue. As you can see on this Instagram screenshot that I just got here, that is Baylee Curran. She's a model and she's also a beauty pageant winner, specifically a Miss California here. And from what I've heard is that she stripped of the crown due to that she allegedly broke the pageant's rules right after the very incident. So let's take a look at the video.
All honestly think I wanted this and I caused this. If somebody put a gun to your head, what would you do? Call the police? Do you all honestly think I wanted this and I caused this? If somebody put a gun to your head, what would you do? Call the police?
As you can see from the Snapchat video, look, I gotta be honest here. What she said is kind of a little bit vague, but at the same time, she does have a good point. If someone points a gun to your head, do you call the police? Well, yeah. Of course, you have to if you're held hostage at some point. And at the same time, when she said, like, do you think that I wanted this and I caused it? Well, it seems to me that you should have trusted the wrong people that's going to cause any bit amount of fuckery, or they have a good chance. But again, I am not neither side of the fence, but I'm going to get to that in a bit. Alright, let's continue. Curran says she fled outside with a friend, but they were forced to wait by the home's gate until Brown's associates retrieved her phone, which she had to hand over as a condition of entering the residence, she said. One of Brown's associates walked over with the phone, but she returned it only if she signed the non-disclosure agreement, she said. Curran said she refused, snatched her phone from the man's hand, and ran away. The man ran into a Jeep and to give chase, but Curran and her friend escaped to a neighbor's property and hid under an SUV when the Jeep drove by, she said. The neighbor contacted the police. When officers arrived, they were instructed to obtain a search warrant, police sources said. As the detectives waited for the warrant, Brown shared videos on his Instagram account praising his own talents as a performer and a father, criticizing the media for portraying him as a villain. In the videos, he said he woke up to helicopters overhead and officers at his gate, and maintained that he was not guilty of the accusations. Good luck. When you get the warrant or whatever you need to do, you're going to walk up right in here and you're going to see nothing, you idiots, he said in one video, occasionally taking a drag of a "I'm tired of dealing with y'all," end quote. Mike Garandos, Brown's longtime attorney, told the Times that during the search of the home, he was with the singer, who denies any wrongdoing. Brown is scheduled to appear in court for the arraignment on September 20th, according to jail records. He has not been formally charged. It is common for prosecutors to announce a decision on whenever to file charges, close the date of any arraignment. The result of the search, as well as any other witness testimony, will weigh heavily in the prosecution's decision to charge Brown, experts say. At the end of the day, it is a he said, she said scenario, said Dimitri Garin, a defense attorney and former sex crime prosecutor in Los Angeles. The prosecution must find other witnesses, surveillance footage, the firearm in question, to corroborate what happened to ever been able to prove this case in front of a jury, end quote. Yes, and after all the shit that went down, I mean, this is kind of like a he said or she said scenario. And I don't like all the he said or she said crap here. I'm just saying this in general. Now, with all that being said, I mean, this is just, wow. I mean, after the fuckery went down and now the he said or she said thing, it's just, oh man, it really speaks for itself. Alright, now it's time for me to give my 2 cents on the situation, starting right now. Both sides are at fault. And what I mean by that is, first off, I mean, after the fuckery that you started, let alone been involved in it, Chris Brown, have you even learned from your mistakes? I mean, seriously, have you even learned from your mistakes? Look what happened in 2009. Did you even learn from that mistake? I mean, the shit that went down between you and Rihanna, the incident after in that friggin' Lamborghini, and you got labeled as a woman beater, and they left you a target in your back. If any bit of fuckery that goes down when you're involved in it or not, they will hunt you down like a pack of fucking wolves surrounding a poor little lamb. And you need to check and double check on people that you're gonna invite with, let alone associate in your house. Because you have no idea what kind of fuckery they're gonna pull underneath their sleeve. I mean, like, seriously. And when you brought that blonde pageant girl, I mean, like, you have no idea what she's gonna pull out. I mean, after any shit that went down or any kind of fuckery that you're gonna do to her. And when the shit hits the floor, I mean, they're gonna believe her because she's gonna play the victim, and then they're gonna target you as a bad guy. Because like I say, I mean, you're a black celebrity and you always have a target in your back. Especially what happened down in 2009. And from what I see here, why the fuck are you not learning from your mistakes? I mean, like, you gotta call the police. I mean, just calm down the situation yourself, other than just escalating it that quickly. I mean, like, come on, man. You're better than that. Like I said, Chris Brown, you need to evaluate and clean house when it comes to your entourage, man. For real, though. Alright, now let's move on to the other side. Baylee Curran, aka the so-called victim, and I use that term very loosely. Alright, Curran. After all the fuckery went down, you went to TMZ and saying that, oh, that he pulled a gun to your head and want to give you an MDA by the time that you got into the house. And they're saying that you were arguing with him over jewelry or some other fucking shit. And yes, she's a blonde, blue-eyed Miss California pageant winner and whatnot. That any man within the state of California can't wait to deflower you. Yeah, I said it. Like I said, when you call 911, there is a SWAT team that comes out of here out of nowhere, which kind of makes it blown out of proportion for whatever reason. And you know that shit is gonna go down here, and it's not gonna end up okay here when you've been held up to a hostage and think it's gonna be all mundane. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised that they send in all of these resources all because of your 911 call. I mean, it's just like, what? I mean, come on. I am not surprised. So all that aside, I mean, basically, like, why in the world would they want to send you an NDA? I mean, what would be the purpose of that? Like, seriously. Because it makes your side of the story seem far-fetched. But all that aside for that, I mean, that's what happens when you bring in these kind of type of people that are just fame hungry, that are like fame hungry, money hungry, and they'll do whatever it takes just to get that viral 15 minutes of fame. You get what I'm saying? So in all this, I mean, this is like some he said, she said crap. And like I said, I am not on either side. I pick no sides here. Both sides are at fault. Chris Brown, you need to get your shit together and just keep your ducks in a row when it comes to that, okay? Alright, so stop with the fuckery. And Curran, stop with the victim playing. Stop bringing up all this shit just so you can get your viral 15 minutes of fame, alright? Alright. Alright, I'm gonna wrap this video up by saying give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, tell me what you think about the situation, and definitely subscribe. This is HDX, signing out. Have a good one.